Like, I'm not joking. Like, I'm used to it actually, like, you know, showing me about the volume and stuff. It's decided to not do it this time, but yeah. Anyway, we are here after a TPK. You all died, basically. Anyway,
Thanks,
uh,
Gordon.
to a new town you guys go. Specifically the town of Ostermuchery, which has been since attacked by a cyber dragon. And the other one,
Um,
Redux has woken up in here. Don't worry, I'm going to delete all these other things. I just wanted to show them.
Mhm.
Because this is what that was supposed to be. Uh, like,
it's
this is
ping
literally
for error
the
404
same
stream.
export, mind you. And then here's how the town actually looks. So, Crafter, you mainly are the one that just woke up. Where do you go?
Well, first I check up on everyone else because, as far as I'm aware, everyone is completely fine. So
Oh no,
I
you
walk
are.
in.
At this point, I assume that you would have checked in everybody's rooms, and like no matter how hard you shake or slap them, they don't wake up, and Lux's character is just nowhere to be seen.
Okay. Let's see. Does the boss already know that they can't wake up?
You have no idea on that yet.
Uh, Do I want to be? Uh, no, I'm not asking for like a cavity search, but is there anything blatantly valuable on their person?
You're really going to try to just casually steal them.
No, no,
Are
no,
you trying to
no.
seriously
I'm
retail talk?
investigating. Wink, wink. Investigating. There's a
Wow,
difference.
grave
No,
robbing. I
no,
love that.
I know, right? Luciano talks that we're not. It is not even cold yet.
Hey, hey, they're in a coma. They are still warm.
Yes, they are very much in a
I want to
coma.
tell that bit.
So, but you didn't answer my question. Do they have anything obviously valuable on their person?
So, Wretched has a couple of dolls. He has 6 potions of greater healing,
Uh
some
huh.
bracers, what
Uh
seems to
huh.
be like a bag of holding, and
Ooh.
then just a regular blade seemingly made of crystal.
Uh huh.
Oh, as for Onsort, uh, um, apparently we just never gave him a magic item. He has nothing.
Okay.
He just has the typical cleric stuff. I apologize for that. That chill. I thought that you had a magic item. Otherwise, I would have
All
told
right.
you about it.
Now, real quickly before we move on to the next guy, I take the crystal dagger, the bag of holding, and the healing potions.
So basically, everything that I mentioned besides the doll.
Yes, I don't know what that is. I know better than to touch cursed, potentially cursed items.
They're not cursed. It's just explosions.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
That's precisely why I don't touch things. You don't interact with other people's magic without knowing what they do. So yeah,
And
those
then
things.
Joker doesn't have anything seemingly on his. He has a hat and typical equipment for like a bard, or but
Like what was
generically
his instrument?
nothing.
What was his instrument as a bard?
His instrument was a flute.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the flute. And no gold on their persons. It's gone.
uh, I will usually prefer for you to not do that, but I can.
Yeah, 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 I won't. I'm just, especially since I gotta let the boss know and be like, oh yeah, I found them like this. There's totally nothing missing from their inventory.
So Hops has
Okay.
728 gold, 3 electro.
Hmm?
Onsort has. I didn't think to go and check out the gold, so I don't know. Okay, we really just did not do anything with Onsort. He has 15 gold, apparently.
Wow.
I don't. Yeah, there's nothing on there.
Let me real quickly roll a d10 because apparently we just never gave him. Okay.
Yeah. Why do you think I work at the church? I don't got no money.
So yeah, apparently he should have had 565 gold on him.
Yeah, because that's the starter stuff.
Yeah. Exactly.
But
Then as for Wretched, he has 130 gold.
Gotcha. All right, now, first thing, once I have all those things safely stowed away in my inventory, not all the things, but you know the things that I grabbed, I run outside to the common room towards the boss. Boss, there's something wrong with my coworkers.
There's the boss is totally not there yet.
Well, I don't
'Cause
know
you're
that.
in
I come
the
outside to an empty room.
Every week feels.
All right. If I can take the stuff uncontested, yeah, I'll just stick with that. I'll just chalk it up to something evil altering my mind.
Sure.
So you could steal one
So
last
you
time.
did steal the gold, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I took everything that, especially since the boss wasn't around and I had no idea what happened to them and don't know what's going on. Allocate all potential resources.
Okay, I'm gonna have to make a note of all this.
Now I have
Never prepared.
And then I say to myself in the empty common room, now I have 2 missions. Find Heimlich, deal justice, and find out what's wrong with my companions. With totally no alternative objectives in mind. Yeah, nothing.
You see my ghost come up to the side and go, "I'm haunting you."
Do I need to roll perception to see you, or I'm unfamiliar with the ghost mechanics?
Oh right. By the way, by touching the crystal, it's like you're better. By touching the blade that you got from Wretched, you go and also hear. Well, you're better than the last one at least.
I'll take a win as a win.
You don't see anybody there, mind you.
I will consider that consent. Moving on.
You just hear me arguing with the sword.
Hey, there's been crazier things. All right, so since I don't see anyone here in the empty common room, I start my investigations outside to follow Heimlich to the new town, right? And that's what you were describing.
I assume that you're already in the town where Heimlich went off to.
Oh, okay. Then I am looking around the town for anyone of note, like just walking down the main street. Do I see anything? Do I need to roll perception?
No, there's nothing really of note there.
All right. I guess then the first step is local tavern. Get the lay of the land through gossip and word of mouth. So, which of these buildings is looks like a tavern? I'm gonna do the one with all the beds.
No, actually, it's this one.
That one. Okay, then I go that way.
I was gonna have them be a different place, but all right, that's fine. So, as you walk in, you go and see a what seems to be a dragonborn arguing with what seems to be a elf.
All right. Can I listen in on what the first few bullet points of their argument is?
They are arguing about whether or not the dragon is a problem.
Or dragons, dragon this, dragon that.
It's like dragon.
Oh wait, who is for and who is against?
So Wretched was for the dragon, as in, don't worry about the screaming. It's fine. The dragon is perfectly fine. There's nothing to worry about with it. The other one is like, I feel like we should check out the dragon because the scream is obviously a problem.
Dragons are always problems.
Okay, I walk up to them too and say, "Greetings. My name is Redox, and I'm interested in knowing any information on this dragon. That being said, there's no reason we couldn't look into the screaming and have it do nothing to with the dragon. We're just looking into it."
I suppose I could put it out of its misery. I mean, what?
No, wait, what do you do?
Don't worry about it.
I
Well,
would
I mean,
like
are
to
you
point
looking
out
or are you
to
looking?
you, sir, the dragon is kind of the livelihood of the town. You would know this. And by the way, Cracker, just because I forgot, like, you did take the braces, right?
Oh, yeah, I picked up everything that was of value that wasn't potentially cursed.
All right. Just wanted to make sure that, so that I could keep track of it as I'm sorting out all of
Right.
this.
Okay.
Jesus.
So I say, this dragon, what is the MO? Are we talking benevolent? Are we talking territory and they demand a tithe? What's the MO?
They don't know fully.
Um, Wait, you don't know? I feel like that's important for any town that the coexisting with a dragon. Proper relations is the only way to keep things stable.
Hey, I just got here and I hear screaming.
I thought
Wait,
that you were
screaming?
living in the town, sir. I'll be real.
Wait, do I hear screaming right now? Do I need to roll perception?
No, there's no screaming.
That's concerning.
Yeah.
Okay.
True. Yeah.
Well, since they don't have any information on the dragon, and one of them is interested in investigating, I'll be able. I turn to the more inquisitive of the two. Is like, would you like to accompany me and find out if there is any trouble? And if there isn't, then we can just let it lie. And if there is, it's better to have more hands on the issue. Do I roll charisma?
Are they fine with going to it?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm trying to persuade them to help with the investigation.
I say, I'm going to keep this one out of trouble. I point to the Dragonborn.
Fair enough.
Yeah, people talking to me.
Man, I wish I could bring up my stat sheet so I can actually click the roll buttons.
I could just do it for you. I'm right now just adding in all the magic items you stole.
They're part of an investigation. They are no, not contraband. What's the term? They're evidence. Yes.
Keep telling yourself that.
Yeah, exactly.
And if any lawman asks me why I have it, I'm going to say it's evidence.
Evidence of what?
An ongoing investigation. It's very confidential. I can't tell you any more than that.
Right. I had to go and open up a calculator because of various things.
God, you're making the DM do more work. You do realize he's going to plot something against us now, right?
I didn't. I would have had all this done had I known that he was plotting to steal everything.
Yeah, you see, Gordon's never prepared for any session.
I mean, they're
I
unconscious.
suspected you had just left all the items on the people.
They are unconscious, comatose. They're not going to use it, and I'm going to use them as resources to help solve the whatever's wrong with them.
That, my friend, is called being a loot goblin.
No. Keeping it and selling it at the local traders. That makes you a loot goblin.
I just like how every single D&D session we either manage to derail Gordon's plans and do something completely different.
I mean, I have so much magical equipment right now. I could easily become a traveling merchant. I have a bag of holding, a lot of capital. Just start buying local businesses and make a trade empire.
To be
Have
fair,
you
I
ever
haven't
thought
even fully placed in all the things you grabbed.
I think to your character, have you ever thought about putting a bag of holding inside a bag of holding?
I think that's a doomsday weapon right there.
Exactly.
And I've heard what that
I'm
possibly
personally looking forward to one of those items that spawns like a magic tower. You put them in a bag of holding, and then activate it while you throw the bag, and it generates the tower mid-flight with the same momentum, and it just destroys anything in front of it.
Oh wait, yeah, it's basically just that you stole the money from. You just stole everything from Wretched. I just have to
Yeah.
place in like every other thing there. Okay, so it's,
My
Yeah, you can
character's
just
needed.
copy and paste it over.
uh, anyway, what were you doing?
Well, I was trying to convince this individual to accompany me in the investigation.
I mean, they already are. So,
Okay, cool. Then, do I look? I look around the tavern and see if there's anyone else that looks like they can handle themselves in a fight and help me in my search.
there's none of the NPCs, just the two that were arguing.
Okay. Then I turn to the two. Do you know of any individuals in town that can assist me in my investigation?
What are we, chopped liver?
Your help it would be most welcome, but the more uh, assistances between me and potential danger, the better.
You just want human shields, don't you?
Hey! There are no humans in our party right now. I resent that.
I thought you were a very small child.
While I may look like a child, I am a gnome, good sir.
I don't see the difference.
An acumen towards the magical arts and general mischievousness is definitely par for the course.
Oh yeah, right. I should probably do that. Let me see what that is. Continue.
All right, so so there's no one else in town that you think we could either convince or encourage to join our cause?
Would be willing to.
To be fair, the funny thing is, you say that, the bartender's human.
Did he hear us?
Roll stealth.
Well,
Yeah.
since I didn't say it, I don't need to roll it. Someone else, whoever said it, needs to.
Were you the one that talked about humans?
No, no.
Oh, I told him
said
a very small
there's no
child.
humans in our group. I resent that statement. If anything, he would be more insulted by the other dude.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's fine. Well, there is one person, but he's in the void right now.
Could you elaborate? The void. Is there a portal nearby, or what's going on?
Don't worry about it. The void will consume all.
That sounds like something to be concerned about.
Yeah, Wretched was hurt. No promise. Wait.
Wait, what?
No, nothing. Just it's good.
Phone doing weird things.
Yeah.
I hate Discord.
Understandable.
Because I was trying to clear my pig's eggs while on the phone to Discord and decided to go and want to call the crafter.
Yeah. All right. Then I guess our next order of business is finding the local sheriff's office and seeing if there's any open cases in town. I'm following a potential lead on one of my older cases about a Heimlich that keeps killing individuals in each town. So I need to touch base with him and make sure there's nothing mysterious going on.
Well,
Okay,
I
let's do
assume
that.
you know where the sheriff place is.
No. I'm asking them since they've been in town for a while. I assume they would know. I was asking them, hey, where's the sheriff's office?
I not got a clue. Oh wait, yeah, I do.
Yes, I was about to say, like, do you not see like all the Maros on the map?
Yeah, I was like, follow me.
There is definitely a police station.
Gordon, you're
nearby.
laughing with my character.
And I say to him, what time? And it is like, what time what? And I'm all like, what time tomorrow are you going to tell me where the sheriff's office is?
Yeah, I'll just move those people off to a jail cell so that we don't have to worry about them.
Okay.
They're on a different
Uh,
layer anyway.
all right. So are all these Morrow's chiefs, or is there one just being a clerk?
Basically all of them are. As you also see somebody walk outside, basically in a swimsuit.
Male or female?
Female, and it came from up here.
Uh,
I think. Bye, Morris,
okay.
6.9.
Okay. Well,
You
in
said
any
what,
case,
Wretched?
Bye, Morris, 69.
It did. It actually was different than this one. I will be real. Like it didn't look like a Mara, but it was somebody in a swimsuit just walking outside. Anything you guys want to say on that?
I won't say anything to the person in question. Most people coming out of a cell will be less than. Oh no, I'm a gnome. I'm brash and up front. So, is there a swimming pool back there?
No. Due to the laws of the town, and since there's no changing rooms, we are obligated to provide some changing rooms for anybody that's wanting to go to the beach.
Is it free?
Yes. Unfortunately.
Huh.
We have
And
to
and
let you.
and are swimsuits reasonably priced in town?
I don't know. Ask the clothing store next door.
Uh, Having the clothing store and the changing room in two separate spots seems backwards, but okay. Thanks for the info. Anything
They have
that you
fitting
need to
rooms,
convey?
not changing rooms. Changing rooms are for people that have bought it and want to go and change elsewhere.
Mm.
Rather than
Uh,
people that are just buy a swimsuit and immediately going off to go and swim with it.
Gotcha. Anything odd in town you think a newcomer like myself should know?
We occasionally hear screaming. We don't know
Screaming?
where it is, but those are also usually accompanied by a missing persons case. We have never had either one of those cases as be resolved. The screaming continues to happen, and none of these people have ever been heard from again, and despite our investigations.
So I wasn't going crazy when I said there was screaming.
I look at you and I'm like, wait, you didn't know if there was screaming?
I thought it was just the voices in my head.
Well, I mean, we all have voices in our heads. It's when you start arguing with them it becomes an issue.
Wait, you
And,
didn't
well,
argue with
arguing
them?
with them and losing.
Wait, you didn't argue with them?
Like I said, you can argue with them, just don't lose the argument. That's when madness sets in. Sorry, back on task. Thank you for your information. If there's anything else you need to tell me, swing back by and leave a note with the local sheriff. I plan to stay in town for a little bit and try and resolve some of these missing cases.
She looks
Missing
at you judgmentally because that was the sheriff that was speaking.
Wait, and they're in a swimsuit? Well, they're off duty anyway. They wouldn't be able to help me. So
I mean, you're in the sheriff's station. I assume that you're probably just like, as the person's walking by, it's like, what's with that? It's like, yeah, hi.
oh, I thought I was talking to the person that was leaving the changing room.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. Well, yeah. I was talking to the person that was leaving the changing room. Sure. Let's just have it that I have no idea that they're the sheriff. Oh, like, okay. Now, could you please point me to the sheriff, please?
They just look at you judgmentally. It's like, I am it.
Well, then you should point to yourself. Nice to meet you, sheriff. I am Redox, and I'm here to help you with some of these missing person cases.
Have fun.
Whoa! Don't just throw me into the deep end. Pun intended. Give me the details.
I did slap him.
I'm really sure you'd have to lean
People
way
have
down.
disappeared, or they haven't come back. There's also a bunch of people that we had arrested that were bandits. We have no idea where they went off to. We heard screaming that night too, but we have no idea where any of them are. But their cells also don't appear to be too broken into. Almost as if somebody knew what they were doing.
Any commonalities between the missing persons? Gender, religion, age, location, anything like that?
Usually either criminals or people that have not been able to usually provide any sort of benefit. The only other thing that is a commonality is usually we hear screaming, hence why we've linked the two cases.
Any particular direction these screaming come from, or are they kind of omnipresent?
It just happens like all over the place. We don't know usually where it goes off to.
All right, so I turn to my companions. Ideas. I have a few theories, but I'd like to hear yours at first.
Just really the dragons.
All right. Dragons is a definite possibility, but what do you think? You think they just grab the people off the street, or do you think that they're using some kind of method to abduct them from their sleep?
I think that's to you, Wretched.
Sorry, what was that?
I was asking what you thought of these missing persons. What of your insights?
Oh, it's like all I know is people disappear every day, but we'll have to. Is it at night more the disappearances
Yeah,
than the
the
daytime?
disappearances and screaming usually happens at night.
And
I was gonna say-
it sounds like it's not a singular place, but in like everywhere all at once.
It just happens in various points. It usually is like
They are from
one point. It's like sometimes it might be in the actual like jail and sheriff's office. Sometimes it might be in the tavern, or in like the residential area. Maybe in
We
the
could use someone in one of
red
the
light
jail
district
cells
or
in
the green
tavern.
light district rather. But yeah, like it just happens like all over town. It's not like, oh hey, yeah, like it's specifically people that are in this one area of town.
All right. What were you saying? Sorry.
I was going to say we could use someone as bait in one of either the jail cell or the tavern.
But how do we get them to be the bait? With the whole town as a potential target, it sounds like they're only going after the lowest of the low and the least welcomed. So, do we have anyone that fits that description?
We have no
I look to you.
criminals.
I look to you. Then you're lowest of the low.
But I got someone even lower. I have my imp release its stealth.
Oh, so you're wanting to go stealth?
No. My imp releases their stealth, so they kind of just pop up in between everyone.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
they just go pop up on Wretched as they're teabagging Wretched on his head. So he's not seeing the imp teabag him.
And
I will
look at
cast
him with the raised
fireball in
eyebrow.
this room.
The
I
imp
say
doesn't care about your fireball.
the imp does have a like fire resistance passive. I'd recommend something other than fire. But that being said, get down here, Mr.
Doesn't
Tandem.
mean immune.
It just skids down to his shoulder.
You are my pet now.
Technically, he's
It
my
slaps
pet,
you.
but no, they can't attack without my explicit say-so.
Actually, it still can.
Binded contracts require a certain number of agreements to be held, one of which is determining who's hostile and who isn't.
I can't believe I got so
I don't think
angry
that
at
the
Wretched it
familiar
broke that.
goes that way, but
I mean, that's what makes it a pact of the chained. It is an agreement between several parties. Like, that's the whole thing of the warlock. Like, demonic pacts. But but it is your session, so just so long as there's consistency.
Consistency here. Oh,
But yeah, I strictly say to Mr. Teeth, get off his head right now. So how does he respond? Does he obey?
Yeah, he gets off the head, but yeah, he on making on Wretched making and him its pet, he still does smack him.
Hmm.
Because there's
Okay.
nothing
And
saying that the things can't attack. It's just high.
so what you're saying is it's an opportunity attack. It had the opportunity and it took it.
I'm just not gonna worry about all the imps that are on the screen. Is
Why do these
everybody only
imps make
seeing
a
one
circle?
imp or what?
I only see one imp.
I see
I
a
see no
thousand
imps.
imps.
It's also like, why
There's
do
so
these
many
imps
of
make a
them.
circle? Why do these imps make a circle?
I only see this one imp right here.
Why is there thousands?
Why is that one yellow?
And that one's still green.
Are you guys seeing into an alternate dimension or something? Maybe that's how these guys are getting abducted.
I go and see like I actually let me go and undo that. I have ifs for me as like
By the way, are we supposed to be seeing these dragon-like things here?
yes. But yeah, I have ifs like this.
Yep.
We have an army of imps. We are legion, for we are many.
It would make our investigation significantly easier if we had invisible eyes all over the place. But
Yes. Actually, yes. Send them to the jail cell at night and the tavern tavern as well.
But first we might want to disguise them as vagabonds, people that wouldn't want to be missed, because imps are at least at face value pretty distinct. So give them like a messy hat and a trench coat, and on top of each other's shoulders, and then we'll have a
That's just two dwarves in a trench coat trying to act as a human.
Yeah.
No, it's two
except
halflings
two
in a
imps
trench coat. Be correct.
Two imps in a trench coat. Yeah. So actually,
There's
is
a
there
joke
another
about
one?
that somewhere.
I turned to my companions. Wait, is one of you a warlock? If we had two imps, we might have just someone just high enough to pass off as a vagabond.
I don't think I can do that yet.
No, you
If-
had the option, you just chose to not.
Oh, I thought all warlocks had a base thing to call creature.
He did blade, not familiar.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, like there's there's 4 different types for warlock. There's familiar like you did. There is blade like Wretched did, and then the 2 that so far nobody's done, is talisman, which is a lot more of a protection type one, and then the final one is a tome, which is a lot more of a spell casting one.
Yeah, that one is actually really interesting. It gives you a bunch of different types of cantrips.
Yeah.
But in this case, I'm happy with my imp. I'm not like we can still make it work. Like if I have him like hanging from something, the trench coat can make up for the difference in height. So yeah.
But then
We
he
just
has no
gotta-
feet.
Well, I mean, the trench coat will hopefully be covering the lack of feet. Like we could just have some empty boots beneath the trench coat while he's hanging there.
Uh,
I can
The
just
boots
feel
don't go
Mara's
in your
gaze
show.
just judging us.
What does the chief of law around here think about our plan about making an imp a bait?
depends on what you tried to do.
Well, bait. Get the whatever it is that's abducting people to abduct a poorly disguised imp in a cell.
I mean, there's only one way to try and find out.
Well, okay. I ask him, what do you think of the plan?
Like the imp or the warden?
The warden. Why would I ask the imp? The imp's got to do it. It's under contract.
Clearly, it doesn't have to, but it usually chooses to.
Back to the chains.
Back in the chain just means that you're familiar. It doesn't mean
Yes,
it has.
they have to do it.
Let me look up familiar really instead. But yeah, like, okay, that's a interesting thing. I'm going to ignore that I saw that.
Yeah, I'd like to read it up, but as I said, I'm still at that infinite loading screen whenever I try to click on my profile.
I think that could be a connection issue, to be fair.
Yeah.
No, I've tried reloading it and a bunch of different stuff. I can see everyone else's like pictures and stuff, no problem. Just that one.
Yeah, weird. Yeah, basically for our the warden's only issue with the plan is the fact that they have no idea about whether the bait would be taken like at all.
Oh yeah, yeah. I say but it's we're not risking any of the civilians. I can keep track of a general direction of where my imp is, and it's a good way to have a stakeout and see if anyone takes that bait. In the meantime, we'll go investigating the rest of the town while the bait stays here in plain view of everyone.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Weird. Oh. Oh. Keep in mind, like, Mara's usually active, but she doesn't. She has not seen anything with it either. So. Uh. Oh, but weirdly, the warden that was on duty, whereas the others weren't, actually mysteriously walked off. They don't know why. They just know that they did.
Just now, or like in the last 5 minutes?
No, like when they were supposed to be watching, like the people that were criminals, they walked off for whatever reason, and they were the only one there, basically.
Huh. And so are we in an empty room where that guy walked off?
No, that was previous, essentially. That's just that it was told to you earlier.
Then we should probably have a few questions for that individual, like where they're going and what they're doing. That being said, though, we could probably try and tail them if we find them again.
They point to this one.
They point to me this one? What?
They point to the one that's on the other side of the room.
Oh, okay. So I turn to my companions. How should we handle this? Should we tail him or just ask him straight up?
I say we get an imp to follow them invisible.
That means no bait. Very well. I can do that. That's a simple command, and I can tell his general location from wherever he goes. So I command the imp to do just that. Tail him invisibly.
Alright, and I'm not even going to worry about it because apparently I don't have full control of where the imp actually is.
So it's Schrodinger's imp. Gotcha.
Yeah, so Schrodinger's imp right now, apparently. For the map at least.
Oh, it is both everywhere and nowhere until we see it, in which case it collapses down to that one point.
No, it doesn't exist on all the points that it is, and it can exist on all the points it's not.
Exactly. Until we
Yeah.
look at it, in which case it becomes that.
No, it's until I refresh the page, which I'm not going to do during the session.
Yeah, look at it.
Several things.
All right. So, with that solved, or with that situated, any other criminal cases in town I should be made aware of?
No, nothing in particular.
All right. First off, I glance at your shield real quickly and be like, it's a nice shield, but I think we can probably get you better. How about you and I go over to the outfitting store in town and get you something a little better?
That is to you, Chell.
Okay, what are we doing?
Getting you a shield.
Oh,
All sounds
what's wrong
so
with my
defeated.
shield?
Don't you want
I've
a
just
better
been
shield?
battling with roll 20 for the past 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's actually a little funny.
Why
Yeah,
is
I
my
can feel
screen
how
so
drained
blurry?
you are.
So, do you agree? Should we go to the local shop and get you your get an improved shield?
Sure, why
What's
not?
wrong with my shield?
Well, it's a shield, but don't you want like a +1 or a +2 shield if they have it?
The less money I spend, the better.
Consider this a payment of your services in this particular case.
Red paid crashed. This is just my luck.
Mm-hmm. So, do you agree to those terms?
Fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. By the way, Retro, just for a reference, your stealth has been locked in.
Nice.
All right. So, me and him go to the general goods store. Did you guys want to follow us or adventure the town on your own?
I can follow.
Cool. All right, let's go to the general goods store. See what they got.
I assume you're going to the armory because he specifically mentioned a shield.
Yeah. So, I walk up to the owner and be all like, "Show me the best shields you got."
Oh my god, it's working. 35 minutes. Oh my god.
And you see at the north end of the room, Eldrin. And on the other side of the room, you see a goblin.
Wait, are you describing what, like the names of a shield? I asked for shields, right?
So basically, that one is a Eldrin, and that one is a goblin.
Eldrin?
Goblin.
So wait, are
Yeah,
we talking
Eldrin
about like,
there,
a shield for a goblin, or are
there.
we?
Uh,
Are you saying there's an
Goblin
actual
diesel.
goblin or a shield for a goblin? Because I asked for a shield. I'm missing context.
Those are their races.
Ah.
So basically, this is a Feywild elf. This is just a goblin.
Oh, so I get to
Be
pick.
wary.
Well, does one
I
side have
sense
more
fey.
shields than the other?
No, basically they're just shopkeepers in there.
All right, then I just proclaim loudly to the room. Which of you two have a deal in shields?
We both check out the same items. It's just that we're to watch the other side. That way that way nobody can steal as they head out the beach exit, or head out the normal entrance and exit.
But what if I'm talking to one of you and then the other shop owner steals stuff?
Well then, and the other person would be able to report that, hey, by the way, the other shopkeeper is not there anymore.
Well, I mean, they just chuck it out a window and get it after work.
Stop giving them ideas.
I mean, their shop. It's embezzling at that point. All right. Back on topic. Which of you will give me the best deal on a shield then? Let's go with that route.
We're both giving you the same deal on the shields.
Really? You're not telling me there's not a little bit of rivalry in the shop between the two potential shop owners or workers?
There's Not really. We're both just for checkout. It depends on whether you're going next as to which one you is better for you to check out at.
Roll seduction.
While I'm on the clock, I don't check out anyone. So I'm gonna go with the goblin.
Okay, so you're going to the beach exit.
What? No, I don't need to go to an exit. I'm talking to the shop worker, the goblin shop worker.
The goblin shopkeeper is there.
Yeah, I'm talking to him. So I'm interested in getting the strongest shield you got. What do you have?
Hmm. I have a +1 shield.
Really? And just the one, or do you have options in style and function?
Obviously, we gonna have like similar function, but they're going to be of various styles.
All right, then I call forward. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. The guy who wants a shield, come forward, take your pick.
Oh,
I mean,
hello,
to
yeah.
be fair, I don't think you guys got names.
Well, I am Redox. Who are you?
I'm Wretched 3.0.
He's Wretched 3.0. Riv.
What's your character's name, Chel?
Like Kriv or something.
Yeah, Kriv of Barsh.
The dice blessed me.
All right. So, what style of shield did you want?
One that'll stop me from dying, preferably.
That is like the best style. Yeah, I recommend that one.
I didn't know there were supposed to be other types.
Well, I mean, he said there were a few different types of +1 shields. I asked him for his best. Wait. Let me roll persuasion. These are all nice, but do you have any special goods that exceed the quality of what's on display here?
Well, we can try custom-made ones, but we can't fully guarantee on the quality of them.
Well, ideally, I'd like a +2, but my friend here is in dire need of a quality shield. If these are the best you have on hand, then perhaps I could commission you for a better shield down the line. How quick is your commissions?
Usually depends on whether you expedite it and also about how good you want it to be done.
Well, obviously, a +2 shield would be ideal. How much would that run me?
And that would run you. Depends on if you want it a little bit more magical or just physically done. Physically, it would be about like 250 or so. As for a magical one, we can indeed make it faster, but that would be a little bit more in the price range of 1,500.
Ooh, that is pricey. I turn to my compatriot. So, which of those two options would you like? I feel like for a shield, we'd want to go with physical, even if it's a little cheaper. So then, if it needs replacing for a better one later, you won't be in the hole for a bunch of money.
You're in a really deep hole.
Indeed. So, would you be happy with the 150?
Yeah.
All right, then I'll commission for a physical +2 shield to be commissioned at as soon as possible.
Alright, so that would be 250, and then for the expedition, and it would be an extra 1,000.
Extra 1,000, my good sir. That seems a bit extreme. How about an extra 25?
Okay. An extra 750.
750. That's three. That's like three regular shields of the same quality. Why not something a little more reasonable, like a fraction of what the actual goods are? How about?
Ooh,
Well, you're
persuasion.
talking about
Yeah, I'm using
expediting
persuasion.
rather
This
than
is persuasion.
actually of getting it done. And because an expedition or expediting means that we have to make sure that the resources are here sooner rather than later. So therefore,
All
it
right, all
ups the
right.
price regardless.
Uh, then let's quantify that. When it's expedited, how much quicker would it be done than if it was just normally commissioned?
If it's expedited, you can expect it in the range of 1 to 2 weeks. Otherwise, it would be about the range of 6 to 8 before we can truly confirm that it will be done.
And is that expedition fee the same regardless of whichever shield I order?
And for the most part, yes, it's the same regardless of what you are ordering.
Hmm. 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 Uh,
Obviously, if you add in obviously if you add in multiple things to the same order, then for the most part, it doesn't really up the price, and you're just paying for the one fee.
That's a good point. I turn to my other associate that isn't ordering the shield. Is there anything in here that catches your interest that you feel would optimize your equipment?
To be honest, I am good at the minute for my equipment wise.
Well, I
Keep
mean,
in mind, they can improve the quarterstaff.
yeah, I do recommend a good quarterstaff. At the very least, it would be good for blocking some telegraphed hits.
How much would it cost? What level's my quarterstaff at now?
Uh, regular.
How much would it cost me to get to a 2?
Ask him. Ask the vendor.
Yeah, that I asked the vendor how much would it cost me to go for a 2.
In terms of making it, it depends on magical or physical. Magical might be more in the range of 1,000 and 500, but for physically, it might be more in the range of 170. Obviously, different ones require different things, and expediting can be different based off physical or magical.
How
Now,
about upgrading the
I pause him
quarterstaff that
right
I've
there.
got?
I ask, do the magicals have any additional effects to the equipment? Like, do they give us augmentations to our magic, or are we just talking like it's made from magical materials?
It's usually made from magical ones, therefore, the magic is providing the extra utility. Therefore, we don't need necessarily a better or more quality materials, as or even to go and like actually reinforce something as much. So it's just much more that typically with magic ones, you can get it done a lot faster rather than needing to do it physically. Just obviously, physically is a little bit cheaper due to the fact that we don't have to worry about paying for a spellcaster to do things.
How much would it be to upgrade the one that I've got?
Well, keep in mind with that, it also means that you can't use it for said period of time. Um, but in terms of upgrading it, at least as we don't have to worry about charging it for the typical material. Uh, but honestly, it would be relatively a similar price, even if you provide the quarterstaff for us.
Hmm. Now, if we do go with the magical route, will it give any augmentations to spells, or no? It's just a more durable staff.
For the most part, it will be no extra properties. Is if you want us to provide extra properties, as depending on which ones you're wanting, we can see about that. But obviously, that would be a little bit more of an extra charge.
I turn to my two companions. I recommend base level stuff. A shield is pretty straightforward. We don't need additional effects beyond just being able to take the heaviest hits possible. A quarterstaff, I feel like you would want more personalization. So I recommend we go with the physical stuff and then find an enchanter either in this town or the next and get it even improved from there.
Keep in mind, and Wretched's quarterstaff does look different than a normal quarterstaff. I think it's like a little like blood type thing.
I ask Gretchen. Does it have any special properties that you would be comfortable stating out loud here that you'd like to retain in your new staff, or anything like that?
Apart from, like, say, the household magic that it plays with the family that I work for, nothing unusual.
Well, all right. One last question. How much or how quickly could you upgrade a staff?
Well, for the most part, the length of time that we are saying is usually to go and get the materials we're needing to upgrade anyway. So, for the most part, it would be a very similar because if we're wanting to improve a staff, then we could just use one that we have otherwise sold, or B, just use materials that we already have lying around to go in and make the staff, and then worry about the stuff to improve it once that comes in from the expedition, and or rather from like whenever we ship it or have it shipped to us.
All right. Don't take this a long way. Wretched, what's your race again?
He is specifically a sea elf.
A CL.
Yeah, sorry, I was
do
eating.
you have any expertise with shields?
I'm pure magic.
Well, I mean, like, you can
No,
still
he
be
is
pure
not
magic.
proficient in shields.
Ah, dang. I was just going to say one of the best combos is a spellcaster that can hold a shield with their quarterstaff because the shield would help mitigate any physical weaknesses while everything is supported by the magical.
I mean, he has an AC of 11.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
If he goes and places on leather armor, he has an AC of 12.
Well, I don't recommend leather armor, otherwise mage armor won't do anything.
I mean, even with mage armor, it still would be a 14.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, one is free and scales with your level, and the other one you have to upgrade as materials and funds commit. No,
Actually, technically, if you
allow.
go and get like leather armor plus 2, it provides the same buff. If it's the studded leather plus 2, then it actually provides an extra AC.
I still think having free armor that scales with your dexterity is significantly better. That being said, it's not my character.
Both of
It's
them
yours.
scale. Like I said, light armor just scales with your dexterity. So like leather and studded leather would scale with your dexterity as well.
Well, it is your choice. You can either spend. I'm more than happy to buy one equipment for you to purchase your assistance in this case. So it doesn't have to be a quarterstaff. Is there something else that you feel like you would like? Yes, no, maybe.
Or you just want to
I'm
stick
good
to
for now.
quarterstaff.
I think I'll keep the staff as it is for now.
All right. Anything else I could convince you? Like, how about 4 healing potions? Would that be sufficient?
I'll be acceptable.
All right. I pass him 4 of the 5 healing potions, and thus,
You
I don't
got
want to say
6 actually.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't know that. Shush. So yeah, I give you 4 of the healing potions.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, and I go ahead and take a brief look around, and I'm like, these, as much as I'd like to go with shields, my stature is way too small for that. Making myself bigger for a shield sounds like a bad idea. I want a mobility. So, I think we'll just special order the physical shield, and that will conclude it. So, I believe you said it was 250 with the discount down to 700. That will get out to 950. I scoot that 950
It'll
gold
be
out on the
an
table.
even 1,000 actually, but fair.
No. I'm trying to persuade him to go even lower. So, yeah, that.
So you want me to roll a charisma save?
Yes, charisma.
Because like you're trying to persuade him, right?
Yeah, I'm not trying to swindle him. This is persuasion. Yeah, that would roll deception. I'm
Don't
not doing
seduce the shopkeep. You're not a bard.
Yeah, that's a different class.
Sorry, it's 1,000. That's about the lowest I can do for an expedited one.
Did you want to try persuading him? You do have a really high charisma.
Bold of you to assume he has a really high charisma.
A warlock must have a high charisma, or their spells and spells will be handicapped.
Currently, his charisma is 10, unless he decides to switch stats around, like mid.
How? Okay, never mind. You're right. It was
Don't question my logic.
His stats are literally exactly 69. That's why.
Well, in any case,
look at my stats, good sir. Look what they add to.
I look down in exasperation, but like, very well. It's a bit steep for services rendered, but a promise is a promise. I put down the last 50 gold on the table. Thank you for your services. Please contact me via the police chief in the law office down the road when it's ready for pickup.
So where do you guys head now?
Let's see.
Isengard.
To where?
Isengard, I believe, is a different universe. Let's see. Since I just got into town, I really haven't eaten anything. I see something that looks food related across the street.
Like there or
yeah, there.
There.
No. The inn. But does it look like a food place from the outside?
Keep in mind you've already been there inside that one.
Well, yeah. This one's the inn, but I mean, like, is this a restaurant?
I mean, only one way to find out.
Okay, I go in there. I'm hungry. Well, actually, no. I stand in the middle of the street and I take a whiff. What's the most pleasant smelling building in this town?
I would say probably like this one over here.
Okay, then I go that way.
And so inside there, you could see a half elf in the bottom, and then I've forgotten what I had as the other one. What was it again? And
we need to move our characters, good sir.
it was a halfly. It's halfly and a like halfly and a half elf. Halfly up here, and then half elf down there.
I'm all like, this place smells really good. Have you guys ever eaten here before?
No, we just normally stay in the inn. Have food in the inn.
It is a traditional go-to.
I mean, in all honesty, Wretched, I would say your character probably has. I'll be real. Chill is just got you,
that's why I'm getting weird looks.
So I turn to the nearest shopkeeper on my left, and I say, "Hey, do you have a menu?"
He goes and shares a menu with you and says like, feel free.
I feel
he points to my character and just goes, "I'm watching you."
Yes, I also watch people. but we're not supposed to say that in public. It's a little weird.
So on the menu, you'll see various food and drink items. As most of the drinks eggs are 1 or 2 gold. Uh, and then as for food, it's usually in the range of 3 to 6 gold.
All right. Then I turn to the shop door. Could I have a meal for 3 for 20 gold, please?
For 20 gold?
20 gold. That's with everything, drinks and a meal. I'm trying to get a bulk order, like since we all need a meal and we all need a drink, we're shaving off a few gold on the top.
Do you actually have any preferences of that?
Good food. How about since we're near a beach, I imagine you'd have excellent seafood. Give me your best seafood dish.
Okay, so seafood it is. Got it.
All right, what do you guys want?
Wait, would that technically be cannibalism if I eat seafood?
Nah, it's only if it's the same race. It's sort of like how we eat cows, but they're not. They might be mammals, but they're not human.
Yeah, your character could go and eat seafood without actually it being cannibalism. Now, if Chill ate dragon, that would be cannibalism.
Yeah, since
A lot of
dragons have-
cannibalism.
Yeah, since
Well, you're a
dragons.
dragonborn, so you would be so it would be cannibalism if you ate dragon.
Are you going to ask him if he has dragon?
That'd be weird.
No, what would be weird is if he had it. You asking if they have dragon might be just a bit odd.
Considering there's a lot of dragons around here, eating
is
dragon
true.
would probably be
Well, ask him. Ask him if they have dragon.
Since you're so interested in eating dragon, why don't you ask him?
I already chose mine. Mine is the seafood. You got to pick for you, man.
I
They
just
have
asked
chicken
for
nuggets.
meat, as in like beef.
So you're gonna say meat, right?
Yes.
Meat.
All right.
Do you put any like hunger behind it, like meat, something like that?
Meat.
Yeah, there we go.
So, Chill, a preference or just nothing?
Oh, nothing. No preference.
Okay.
Mystery dish. Mystery X.
Yeah, Mr. Dish, yeah.
So as
Like, you know,
guide
when
into
they,
that one as they go and just tell the chef your order. After about 30 minutes, they come out. Actually, about 3 minutes essentially. They go and bring each one of you some tea. So you each have a cup of tea. Then after about 30 minutes, it's essentially he brings out a sushi tray.
Nice.
And he says, "Bon appetit."
Thank you much. I turn to my compatriots as I have a sushi in my hand. One of the many advantages of being tiny is that the proportions are always massive.
So what do
I could just picture it. I could just picture it as in his hands. It's just like what looks normal to us is like massive to him, like the size of his head.
Yeah, like those giant sweet rolls. That think of a sushi of that size in like both of my hands.
But
Just
it's like when we pick it up, it's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just have like this huge dumb grin as I'm chewing.
It would be like like a chippy version, just like nom 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 nom.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah. All right. What are you guys? Wait, do we need to? And nothing suspicious happens when we eat this food, right? None of us got a proc on poison.
No.
Maybe
Okay.
on Chelsea's food, considering it is the mystery food.
Yeah, I actually lean over a bit and be like, "How's yours? I know you didn't have a preference. What's it taste like?"
I'll be real.
Yeah.
The sushi tray was basically seemingly big enough to fit the whole table.
Oh, so his meat is mixed in with the okay, gotcha.
No, the
All
meat.
right.
The sushi is the meat.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I was just anticipating beef, but you're right. He did not specify what meat. So yeah, no. All right, and I'm all like, fish doesn't probably keep very long, so I recommend we eat as much of this as we can, and then take the leftovers for the next meal.
I'm just looking at it, it's like this wouldn't even feed two of us.
That sounds like a big person problem. I take another tiny bite.
Yeah, this guy's racist.
I wish we had Reese's. Those are tasty.
Yeah.
Just like continue eating, just like normal portions.
All right. Since it's clear that we're not going to dine and dash and we've already paid, I speak with the shop owner. I know that there's a few missing persons in town. Do you have any additional information on that?
If I recall correctly, the restaurant got inherited like 2 years ago because of one of those. The owner was a very great old man, and really ashamed that they had to disappear. But since the new owner has also been equally as lovely. They just really unfortunate that we've even been caught up in it.
Now that's curious, I say, with an elbow on the table, because the information I have of the current disappearances have always been people of no renown. They didn't own any property, and they were of the lower dregs of society. The fact that one of the disappearances is a shop owner and just is the only outlier in the disappearances is curious. Do you have any additional information on the past owner of this shop?
Not really. They're a wonderful individual. Probably going to be living a little bit longer, actually. But they're indeed getting up there in age, and they're starting to lose various functionality in there.
Whoa, wait. We're talking about the owner that disappeared suddenly, similar to all those other people, right? Or are we talking about the current owner?
The previous owner, yeah.
So, you know for a fact he's still alive, and where do you know where he is?
No idea. I just know that, like, shortly before his disappearance, he was losing function, basically. So it would not be that, incorrect to say that, really, other than the knowledge, they were kind of expendable.
That
Being
is very
suspicious for like
sus.
a minute.
Yeah,
Every word that's come out of their mouth has been suspicious.
That is suspicious. And tell me, is the current owner of the shop available for questioning? I have a few points I'd like to cross-reference.
Sure. We can see if we can't go and contact the owner.
Every time I hear the words, it's such a shame, I assume that person is connected to it.
Not to mention the fact that all the other people didn't own properties. The fact that this place was bought up almost immediately after he was disappeared. It might have been a murder staged like it was a disappearance.
You got all of that from that like 30-second conversation.
It's I'm a gnome. I'm very conniving. You gotta have a conniver to catch a conniver.
Nah.
But again, it is a theory. We gotta question the individual and see if they have motive, opportunity, and all that other jazz.
So, as you walk in, and Wretched, you do know the type of the dragon that this is. A topaz dragonborn walks
Oh.
in and says, "You wanted to speak to the owner?"
Huh. That's suspicious.
Wait. Who are you asking? I assumed you were asking someone else other than me, right?
No, he was talking to the table. Like the gym
Oh, okay.
dragonborn was talking to the
And I
table.
was like, yes, I'd like to talk with the owner.
Well, here I am. So, what did you want to speak about?
Oh, I just want to say what a lovely eating we have here as the half-eaten meal. It is some of the best food I've had in a while.
Thank you.
Tell me, how much did this establishment cost you upon initial purchase?
What do you mean? I inherited it.
Oh, really? I've through an extended family or something like that.
It was left to me in the will. We, after a bit, we decided to go and just like look at the will, and I was actually deemed to go and be taking over this place. So
Really?
therefore, I started to take over, and if they are deemed to be alive, then basically they can resume from where they left off.
Hmm. And so, what were you doing before you purchased this building?
Yeah, I was doing my typical stuff. Uh, no need to really delve too much into that.
Oh, come now. As someone of your means with a family integrated into society as much as it has to inherit such a fine establishment would have some hobbies or interests in town.
Yeah. There's not really much to speak about with what I was doing before.
There's no need to be coy. Like, take myself, for instance. Despite my short demeanor, I am a well renowned uh, traveler who goes between different towns solving different local problems. Maybe not quite an adventurer, but I do what I can in each town.
Hmm. Fair enough. I doubt that you'll be able to find him though.
Oh, the past or one of your employees stated that there's a chance that the previous owner is still alive. You wouldn't happen to know where he is, would you?
No, no idea. It is indeed possible they are still alive, but the further that time goes on without them being found, the more likely it is that it is indeed correct to assume that they are in fact dead.
Hmm. And what is your relation to the missing individual? Was he an uncle?
For the most part, yeah.
In-law or blood relative?
Eh, Uh, I knew him well. We were good friends. He was a nice old man and very great fisherman as well. Uh, I typically keep up with the catching of seafood as well. That way, we can hopefully provide the same quality that he was providing.
Hmm.
But other than that, there's not really much to say on it.
But I mean, like, is he a blood relative? Like, is he married into your family, or what is the connection?
Um, I'll be real. That at this point, I have started to forget. Uh, I know that he had a very lovely life. I forget what happened to her though. I think I want to say that she also disappeared, and but I can't fully confirm whether or not she was a part of the disappearances case.
Hmm. It, without saying anything, I want to use perception. Is there anything that sticks out on this person's appearance? Like, what does he look like?
So you're talking about like I, other than being a topaz dragonborn, like what is interesting?
Like, how is he dressed? Is he dressed frugally, conservatively? Does he dress like everyone else in town? You can tell a
Uh,
lot by how someone treats inferior, what he considers inferior to himself.
Basically, he just looks like a fisherman.
Really? And he
Yeah,
owns
he
an
has a fishing
establishment, and he's
pole, uh, probably a bucket of fish, essentially.
hmm, most curious. I don't say that. That would draw the wrong kind of attention. Um, hmm. You wouldn't have to know who wants your relative to disappear, would you? I'm trying to find the current missing people, and I'm just going around asking questions to see where they might have gone.
No, I don't think so. I do know that from what people have said around that, really it does seem to be all around town, not just us, essentially. The thing I find most intriguing about it is, as at least in terms of certain people, they appear to disappear despite being young. But other than those, like outlier or young people, they do seem to be mainly the old people, similar to the previous owner that didn't actually have much function left in their body.
Hmm. All right. That only leaves a few more people that I need to question in town. Tell me, who is the owner, lord or mayor of this town?
For the most part, we just leave the decisions up to the dragon up north. Uh,
And is the dragon amenable to meetings, conversations, and general non-hostile inquiries?
define non-hostile.
Not dying afterwards.
Eh, usually. To be fair, wretched, you would be able to say what you know about the dragon there,
I was
or
like,
do you not remember?
um, well, actually, will my character remember?
I assume your character would know because, like, I've been thinking that he's a character of this town.
That is true. Yeah, I noticed a look of recognition at your character. I'd be like, oh, do you have something to add on this topic?
It depends on what mood they're in.
Are you saying that if we brought a gift of some kind, it might increase our chances of surviving?
Possibly, but with my past record history with this dragon, I'm better off staying away from it.
What about a disguise? Could you go in a disguise?
It can smell my
You
scent from
don't
500
remember
miles
that
away.
it actually dislikes you. You just know that whenever it's around you, it seems to complain.
Yeah, I tell this to me, basically. For whatever reason, this dragon likes to tell me its problems.
Hmm. That actually sounds useful. Knowing the problems of a dragon is who owns a town is similar to knowing the problems of a town. Because the dragon, in almost all cultures, their problem is the immediate people around them's problem. So I think I will take you with us, even if it does make a few more talking points.
I can my character says this out loud. I can feel a migraine coming along from this.
Yeah, I pat you on the shoulder. Come on, just think of the sweet reward once your equipment's done.
You do not realize we'll be there for hours.
Here. Well, once we're done with this particular task, I'll introduce you to the glory of the looking awake glasses. You can take a nap while listening to long-winded speeches while looking awake.
I pull out my own pair. Tried it. It fails.
It fails.
That's unfortunate. It might just be because you're using it against a dragon, though. You know, increased perception and magical acclimate and all that. How about this? When something happens, my imp will cause a minor disturbance, calling us away to go investigate that. How about that? If it becomes too long-winded.
Fine, but you owe me. Big time for this.
But you're already getting a shield. It's really nice too.
No, that would be
I'm not getting the
the
shield.
Dragonborn,
That's
not
Shell.
Wretched.
Oh, right. Sorry. You are correct. We'll need to get you something. So, with that in mind, that is our next destination. Unless you guys have another town you think we should question.
I whisper. Actually, I'll wait till we go outside to tell you this.
Understood. Are there any leftovers after we finish eating?
No, I assume that basically everybody has eaten like the $20, or rather like the like. I would say probably
gold.
like $17 worth of like sushi.
All right.
I-
Okay. So, what was it you were concerned with?
I don't trust that Dragonborn. Get your imp to follow it.
All right, but what about the past police chief? Well, actually, is that police chief my imp's following still in the general direction of the police station?
Yes,
Hmm.
they are not. They have not left.
All
They
right.
have not felt it
Then-
move besides what you've done.
all right. If you think that this Dragonborn is a higher priority suspect, I will move my imp to follow this individual. Ooh, I know. I can potentially ask one of the other police chiefs to follow that police chief.
All right.
That reminds me of something.
Go for it.
No, it was like it'll be like. Now we know how to counteract their counteract.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty much that. At the very least, we'll make it so it's more difficult to move around without someone seeing something. So, for the next 10 minutes, we reorganize our logistics for that. I ask one of the people in the police station to tail them, the suspicious.
I also have another solution.
And what's that?
I could just cast Fireball on the entire town and just be done with it.
Fireball's not big enough to hit the entire town.
I was about to say, you must. That's
That
not
would
a
have to
fireball.
do.
That's a fire nuke. A one fireball is enough to maybe take out the diner at best. That being
It
said,
was a suggestion.
I feel like suspicion of disappearances is significantly less frowned upon than outright manslaughter.
Who said anything about manslaughter?
Well, I mean, there's people in there and they're being slaughtered. So, what would you call it?
Murder.
Well, I mean, murder is a type of slaughter. So,
Keep in mind,
all right.
Richard. Fireball hits actually in about. Is it this?
Fireball is pretty dang big.
Yeah, each fireball is
Yeah.
that size.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah. So, no bigger than this diner. You could, if you launch it in here, you could take out all the tables and the cook.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, I was more saying that he just does not have the spell slots to hit the entire town with fireball.
Oh! If he was spamming it, okay.
Yeah,
Not
because he's
yet,
talking
at
about
least.
using something that he has. Wait, what? Why?
I think Hunger
Oh,
Hanar is just slightly bigger than that.
yeah, he has he has two spell slots that you can use at first level.
Mhm.
Oh, and then he has two second level spell slots, so he has 2 times of fireball. So 2 times of like this thing right here, or 2 times of this box.
Gotcha. All right, so we get so as much as I appreciate your suggestion, I feel like that would cause additional work for us. So I respectfully decline that suggestion.
He'll turn around.
Well, I mean, in that same philosophy, everyone will die eventually, so the fireball is wasteful. So yeah, I reorder the imp to follow the store owner and tell one of the other people working at the place to follow this person.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay, and one more time, I turn to my companions. Anything else we need to do in town before we go north?
I don't think I need anything.
I was considering going to the beach, do some fishing or swimming or something like that, but I'm unfamiliar with the local potential monster population.
Yeah, just a couple of krakens, you'll be fine.
I feel like a kraken against a gnome, the outcome would be a foregone conclusion.
I mean, up to you.
We'll swim once the task is done. For now,
It could be worse.
I mean, let's stay on task. If we get
It could be a spider dragon.
is there any beach goers on the shoreline anywhere?
You're saying, Richard?
No.
There are no beach goers.
I forgot that I can't remove it.
Please tell me you just saw that.
I didn't
The
see what.
spider
Oh, yeah.
dragon's not there. Don't worry, I just can't delete it.
Ah, okay. But are there any people on the beach, like swimming and general whimsy?
Screw it. Beach episode time.
You mean second beach episode?
Yes.
Wait.
All right. I'd like to use perception to see if there's any crabs.
Yes,
Oh
there's
no,
probably
another
some
crab.
crabs here on the beach.
I don't want to see any more crabs.
Well, that's easily to sell in town. I mean, I imagine there's probably one or two fishermen along the shoreline, uh, uh, practicing their craft.
Keep in mind, your people basically just like casually being on the beach. Chell in a bunny suit, Wretched in whatever he's in, and then you're in like a wizard type robe.
Yeah. So, so wait, I don't see any crabs or anything that's obviously huntable at this stage.
Oh no, I go and I definitely do say that you see some crabs. Like there's crabs on the beach. So.
Eldritch Blast. No hesitation. Eldritch Blast.
In a somewhat crowded beach.
You're going to commit murder, aren't you?
On a crab, yes.
Also,
do you need me to
NPCs.
roll your 2-hit?
No, Eldritch Blast doesn't have the same mechanics as shooting a bow and arrow. Besides that, Eldritch Blast, I tested it in the middle of town in the past one with a Visa, and it did not make much noise. So this should cause as much disruption as an arrow. I would roll, but like I said, I don't have access to my character sheet.
fair enough. Yeah.
Roll. Oh, I've actually got -1. He murders Cthulhu in 1 hit.
How much does it?
Yeah, I crit a crab.
You turned it into dust.
Quite literally, considering the fact that regular crab only has 2 HP and he with both beams.
That is, wait. I would have used my second beam on another crab. You said I see a few crabs, so I use one on each crab.
Oh wait. Yeah, I forgot. Each beam will auto murder a crab.
Yeah, we're gonna have crab legs for dinner.
Do you have that? And just apply or what?
Welcome.
Joker!
I made it.
We're murdering
Come on.
crabs with Eldritch Blast.
Duly noted. Noted duly.
Mm-hmm. Truly.
Okay, apparently it's only showing 2 of yours, Crafter. I thought you had to agonize and blast, so I'm assuming that you're just gonna automatically murder the 2 crabs.
Yeah, it is
Okay, Mike.
augmented by my charisma. So it's like 1d10 normally, and then additional charisma modifier, which I believe at 20 is a +5. So,
No, it does it to the damage. It's different.
oh, right. Well, I mean, yeah, even more so.
Murder to the crabs! Murder to the crabs!
All right, so
I'm gonna move you from down here to right in front of him and do that. Hi.
all right. Did you guys want to get in on this crab hunting spree?
This game has crabs.
Yep.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Generally speaking, you don't want to have crabs, but
It
yeah.
has an STI!
Yep.
clearly Joker doesn't want to have crabs.
That's why we're Eldritch blasting them, though.
The most clinical way of getting rid of crabs.
Mhm.
So it shows the eye extends and basically scans in a turtle. What is your guys'
Okay.
response to that?
Now to be
Teenage
clear,
Mutant Ninja Turtle, Teenage Mutant.
is this turtle a pet or is it a wild creature?
It's me.
It's a massive turtle that essentially has up a weapon, basically. Or has a couple weapons.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait. I can talk to animals. I try to say, "Are you intelligent?"
I don't know, Joker. How was me to react?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Cool.
Are you sure?
No. If someone's smart enough to say yes, you are intelligent, it's best not to second guess. I'm gonna murder these crabs and eat them. Did you want some?
Sure. Why not?
I toss up the remnants of the few crabs up to his maw.
No.
So you're just
I would
eating raw crabs. Got it, Joker.
Well, I mean, he's a turtle. I'm sure he has a robust enough digestion that it shouldn't cause issues.
You know what? Fair enough. I
Sure.
assume that he would.
Sure, we can go with that.
I mean, ironically, he can't swim.
Well, I mean, we're on a beach. He only needs to worry about swimming if he goes on water.
Well, yeah, but apparently
Wait.
he doesn't have a swim speed.
Well, if he were my minion, I could give him swim speed, but yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, I just pop up and go, hi guys.
Hi. Oh, right. We got to bring you up to speed. We're currently investigating some missing persons in town. Know anything about it?
And also keep in mind,
Not a
Joker,
clue.
you wouldn't know 2 of them. You would only know Crib.
Okay. That's
Well-
fine.
Well, if you do find out anything, we'll be in the police chief office. Contact Redox from there.
Wait, you're police too?
Kinda. I go from town to town trying to find this one criminal, so I'm more of a private investigator.
Also, Crib, what are you doing here? Who are these people?
Chell. You there, Chell?
Man
I
down!
think. Yeah, I think Chell's gone.
He's forsaken us!
No, Chell's here.
I'm here.
But, yeah.
He's gone to the void.
He used to be here. Now he's in the hole. Duh.
Do you introduce these to Speedy, Chell?
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Well, while we're waiting for his response, I'd say, while we would normally cook these crabs and eat them, we just came from a fancy food place and we had like a huge meal. We're just doing a quick beach episode before we go up and see the Jade Dragon to the...
I see.
Technically, Retro would know that's a topaz dragon.
Well, yeah, I don't know that. I just say, hey, this is a dragon. It's something. Actually, Wretched, do you correct me?
Yeah, I was like, don't call it a jade dragon. Just no, it's a topaz.
It's a rock-colored dragon.
That's worse.
To be fair, yes, it probably would be worse, actually.
I just imagine Wretched, upon hearing that, just pulls out a stick and just bonks him on the head.
I'm too
Yeah.
small. You'd
No,
have
he
to have a pretty
already
high
has out a stick.
Fair enough,
Yeah.
Wretched.
I just bonk Crafter's character on the head with my staff. Bad small person.
Does your hit match or exceed my AC?
By the way, Retro, to give you inspiration, I would say to Mark Empire, no, you can't.
Wait. Well, I'll need to roll. You'll need to roll. I need to roll strength or something, won't I?
I say hiss! A large stick! A gnome's one weakness!
Not sure. I'm gonna assume that you try to hit him one hit. Oh, jeez. He hits you very hard. He hit
Wait,
you
did I just
for
kill him?
11.
Wait a minute, doesn't he need to exceed an AC of, I'm gonna say 12?
Let me be real. He crit.
Man down!
He's not 20.
Yeah, he literally crit Crafter's character to bonk him on the head for that.
Must have tripped and put too much force behind it.
I mean, fair, considering the fact that I think you... Like, I did the one-handed one, so he could only have hit you for, like, 4 more.
Oh my god. That's hilarious.
Indeed it is.
The only nat 20 in the game that we'll ever have.
Right?
And it's against
Who
an
knows?
ally.
Because let's face it, the D&D dice aren't going to be that friendly.
Hmm.
Wait a minute, I don't see any rolls here in chat. Are you rolling them in real life?
Oh, no, it's just that it was a GM thing, basically.
Ah,
Yeah, usually if I say something, then, like, that's just kind of how it is, regardless.
Yeah, because unfortunately, because I'm not on my usual PC, so I can't exactly
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, for
Anything.
reference, Rich is playing on a phone. And I do know that how bad phone is, so yeah, I'm rolling for him just simply because of it, basically.
Yeah.
Plus, then the only reason for the GM rolls is then if he decides, like, yeah, no, I don't want to actually do it, I could tell about whether he would have succeeded or failed before he actually did it. But yeah.
Well, I rub my head. Casual friendly fire aside, what are you up to, Giant Turtle?
Well, I was just scanned here, so I assume there's a mission for me to help with.
Well, currently,
More of a headache than a mission.
What?
What?
It's more of a
I
headache
see.
than a mission.
More of a headache than a mission. Got it.
Yeah.
What's the headache?
We're trying to find the culprit behind these missing people around. So that's our current mission. We're about to go to see this again, a dragon of some particular mineral type, and see what information they can glean.
I'm just gonna look at. I'm gonna look at Crafter's character and be like, did you say mineral-looking dragon?
It's a dragon. They all take way too much pride in what hue their scales are.
Don't make me bonk you again.
I was gonna go. You realize that is everything to them, and if you were to say that in front of them, they would probably murder you.
Well, then a follow-up question is anyone here a dragon where that would be applicable?
Joe's a
I'm
dragon.
warning you for future. I'm warning you for future reference.
I appreciate the warning. I'll be sure not to do that.
Okay.
So, what are you guys doing
Guys.
now?
I'm just gonna say, well, it looks like you're in battle and could use some help.
I wouldn't exactly call this a battle. I scratch my head a little. We're just hitting these crabs as easy resource gathering.
I repeat, you're in battle.
I don't think we rolled initiative. Did we roll initiative?
Hey, are you fighting the crabs?
I am shooting at the crabs, yes.
You're in battle.
That is a loose definition of battle, but okay. A battle sort of implies that there is equal footing among different participants. This one's more of a one-sided slaughter.
Any
I mean,
type
that's
of fighting
still
to me
technically a
is
battle, though.
Yeah.
Unless someone rolls initiative, it is not a battle, by my definition.
Are you fighting the crabs?
Not anymore. I gesture towards a single limb that's hanging onto a small bit of flesh.
All right, then you finish battle.
Got crabs?
Well, actually, that raises a good point. I look around. Are there any more crabs?
I would assume that there's probably some crabs somewhere.
Within 300 feet?
Yes, probably within 300 feet.
How many?
Does it matter?
Yes.
Why?
Well, I mean, if I have 2 Eldritch Blasts and my partner here has another 300 feet Eldritch Blast, we can aggro several groups of crabs all at once and actually get a crab battle going.
I say, don't get me involved with your crab murder.
No. It was murder before. If we're actually going to have a battle, then it's something else.
He wants to prove that it wasn't a battle before.
Now, I then after the fight, I'll be like, "No, that was a battle."
I repeat, he wants to prove it wasn't a battle before.
Yep.
Can I bonk him again?
Besides the crab battle, what else do you guys do?
Wait, do I win the crab battle?
They're crabs, I assume you would.
Yeah.
A
Well,
crab
every time we're
has
gonna have to drag him
melee
away.
damage of 1. It can only do 1 damage. It has 11 AC, 2 hit points.
How far can it move per turn?
20.
Yeah, it's not gonna cross that 300-foot threshold in time. Yeah, they're all dead.
I can just imagine my character's gonna have to, every time he sees a crab, I'm gonna have to just drag him away.
All right. Now, who has the highest strength attribute at the moment?
Oh, let's list it. I've got a 13.
It's higher than mine. I think mine's like what 8. It's low. Yeah. I'm a gnome.
Speedy,
What's mine?
sorry, Kriv is 16.
What's mine?
16.
So you and Kriv are tied there, Richard. For highest strength.
Then I turn to you two and say, since both of you look like you can carry a fair amount of gear, how about you take these corpses, these crab corpses, and sell them to a fishmonger in town? Make a small profit.
I'm gonna turn to this little goblin or whatever he is. What was it, gnome?
No, I'm a gnome. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to the gnome and say, "You're going to make the strong people do the heavy lifting because they're strong."
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
Well, I mean, I'm assuming there's a lot of crab corpses. There's no way I'm going to be able to carry it. Besides, I'm carrying all this gold. I can't do that.
Oh, by the way, when he holds the gold, it's as big as his head.
Probably is,
That's
actually, yeah.
But when we carry it, it's normal size.
Yeah, I'm like the tiniest gnome you can get. Like the shortest they can get is 3 feet.
Basically, Wretched, he stole your bag of holding from the other character and just pocketed in all the gold from the other people.
Hey, it's evidence I didn't pocket anything. It's for investigation.
Keep telling yourself that, buddy.
Yeah, you looted, like, several characters. Of course, that's stealing.
No.
Oh my god.
It's evidence.
I'm going to throw my phone out the window because Roll20 is being an ass.
Mm.
Fair enough. That's why I very much didn't want to host this off of a phone.
No, I can't even sit up. Right, I'm going to send a screenshot of what my point of view is right now.
I can't even bring up my guy's
Did you
profile.
make sure to go in and place your the images from like regular to like names only?
Hmm?
Yeah, and like the little gear, if you go into like
Oh, you can't. It won't. It doesn't work like that on the phone. You can't. It's trying to maneuver the website on the phone is just no.
I mean, I frequently go whenever I'm doing things on the phone. I usually just go to the gear immediately and just like change the size.
Yeah,
from, like,
this is my view.
Wait,
Look
what?
in VC.
Hold on.
When I'm doing the changes, normally it's either from the it's on phone from the PC settings to the phone settings, or it's on PC from the phone settings to the PC settings.
Oh no, when I change it to desktop view,
Yeah.
it goes to infinite. Checking your human profile. Checking your human.
Hmm. Well,
So it just constantly checks if you're human. Got it.
Yes.
That I can't.
Yeah, I feel like that's a server side problem.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be unfortunate though because you're not human. You're what are you in this?
Sea elf.
So what's your guys' plan to do now after you've murdered a bunch of crabs?
Okay. Now, before we run out of game time, I say, all right, let's go visit the tow dragon.
No, what?
The tow dragon.
Oh my god!
You just see my character get a newspaper out there and just bash him in the head with it.
I'm putting that out of context in Kessis server because Toastman would want to see that.
Like, is the Toastman here?
Wait, is he?
I think he is.
Let me check. Yep, he is. Okay, I'll put it in yours.
Obviously, I'm not going to...
What was it you said,
let's
Crafter?
go visit the tow dragon.
Okay, thank you.
God damn it.
So all of these just seem to be casually in a state of rest, not really doing anything.
So not statues, just different sized dragons?
Yes, different sized ones seemingly meditating, basically.
You just see me go, just say hello to every single one of them by name. 'Cause I've been here that many times.
Oh, I say, oh, good, you know these individuals. I'll let you take point. Our primary questions should include the missing people, any additional information, and anyone that has a grudge against the entire town.
I see.
How long have you got?
About a foot.
God.
I mean, it's a tow dragon, so I imagine at least a foot.
I look at this gnome and go. I shake my head with my hand, with my head in my claw, and go.
I just smack him with the newspaper again.
That's why I'm on
So
a
you
little
try to
farther
whack him
away.
with the quarterstaff and you fail.
Yeah, AC for the win. All right, so are you going to lead us inside?
Yeah, I go inside.
Cool.
So you don't care about what the dragons say. You just head inside.
Oh, I assume they just stood there stoically because he was saying hi to everyone. And you didn't mention that they said anything.
No, like I assume that the dragons probably would have said something as he tried to actually
Okay,
enter the building.
what did he say when he was greeting everyone?
They just didn't seem to really care.
Okay, what do they do when we try to enter?
When you tried to enter, you said like, I would not recommend going in there right now.
I say okay. When would be a good time to visit?
We have no idea fully.
He doesn't know I'm here, does he?
They look over at you. Wait, do you actually try to say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Before you say that, you instantly remember. Oh wait, the dragon is female.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That is true.
Oh.
I'm going to get a lecture for that later.
No, it's before you actually said it.
Yeah.
Do you still say before he?
I know, I say, is she... Does she know I'm here?
No.
Oh, thank God for that. I'm going to back away very slowly. Does she catch my scent?
No.
Okay, good. Keep on. Yeah, not going to happen.
So you go back to like the group?
Yeah.
And I say to you, slowly backpedaling. What is there a change of plans? I thought you were all for getting those questions.
Not when she's in this mood.
Do you know how long this mood lasts?
It's the dragon equivalent of hormone changes.
So roughly a week. Gotcha.
Yeah, you didn't notice anything else off, so fair enough.
Yeah.
So we have a week to kill while we try to find this guy. We can continue tailing our two peoples of interest while the leader gets into a better mood. Anything else that you guys recommend we investigate while we're in town?
Oil can.
What?
I'm kidding.
No, I didn't even hear what it was.
No, I was speaking out of the corner of my mouth, going oil can. You know, like in Wizard of Oz, but I was joking.
We can do that, but let's see. We visited the police department. We visited the restaurant. We visited the armorer. We visited the inn. There's only 2 more buildings in this area we haven't gone inside yet. How about we conclude our search there?
All right.
True.
By the way, I would like to point out that that's a tavern.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did say that, didn't I?
Yes,
Oh,
that's a tavern.
there's no beds in there. Right. Tavern's
Yeah.
just a food place.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to call it for now. I'm afraid, because I am in work early.
Yeah,
Don't worry,
that's
Mitch.
fine.
Don't
Just
just
connect
drag
it
you
to this-
along because there's nothing important. It's basically just like Actually, we'll go to the magic store first because I don't think you need anything at the other place.
And,
Right.
and by the way, I'm just gonna
Anything you're
say
caring
the
about with
others.
the magic, Wretched?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
Well,
any
I mean,
By the
clothes you
way,
what's your
wanting?
primary source of damage?
Sorry, what was that, Gordon?
I say any clothes you're caring about? No, or not really.
Nah, not really.
Okay.
And I was asking,
Right.
what's your primary source of damage? Like, did you need a ring or something to +1 that or something?
I just use the staff.
Well, I mean, a ring will augment certain types of spell elements, but if you're certain, okay.
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna turn to them and say, "Have you guys asked my patron?"
Who's your patron?
These nuts.
No. Well, you see, my patron is this mechanical cat lady. She's like my boss. She is my boss.
Uh-huh. I'm going to need more information than that. That context is insufficient.
Well,
Leaf
I would
cave.
say her name, but it would probably mean that I'm trying to contact her. So I'll just write it down. I just write down the word Mara.
No, you go and write down. Actually, I have a perfect thing.
Right.
I'm going to.
Oh!
I'm going to send it
Alright, bye.
directly to Crafter about what you do because you just say ones and zeros.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just show you the binary name for Mara.
Yeah.
Which you probably won't understand because your character won't understand, but now you do.
Ah,
Yeah, it's just a bunch of ones and zeros, and it's like this is who it is.
interesting. I appreciate the information. All right,
Yeah, like,
I turned.
for reference, Crafter, that is what you saw or heard him say.
Gotcha. I turned to the
To
I
the
turned to the
elf.
shop. I turned to the shop guy and I say, "Hello. Do you have anything that augments force damage?"
I don't recall if I do. Let me take a look at the catalog. So anything you want to do as he's checking?
Well, I noticed that there's only one shop owner, unlike the other places that always have two. So I want to roll perception, see if there's anything that catches my eye.
You besides the fact that there's only one shopkeeper.
No. I was just making a general observation. This is for more specific stuff, like things that might be of power or value that's out in the open.
Something that narrows down.
Hey. Like I said, the only stuff I've ever taken was evidence. This is just general inquiry.
So in short, you're trying to figure out what the stock in this store is, like what they have.
Exactly, yeah.
Couldn't you just ask the shopkeeper what they've got?
Well, I just did, and he's looking through a book. While he's doing that, though, I can observe. Because
Okay.
as someone who's inclined towards magic and eldritch stuff, I feel like that having an affinity towards that would have certain objects scream out at you, metaphorically speaking.
Fair. I'm just gonna look at this guy, and since I don't know if this I don't know if Crafter's character, well, my character doesn't know his character, so he doesn't know that Crafter's character is also a warlock.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna say that my character is like squinting at him, trying to figure it out. So I'm gonna roll insight to see if I can figure out what he is. Like for my character, at least.
Do it.
Ah,
You have no idea. He is a very small person.
You could always ask.
this is true. I'm just gonna go, and because I couldn't figure it out, and I just think he's a small guy. I'm gonna go. Hey, little guy. What class are you?
I'll have you know that I'm the top of my class, despite my height.
Oh, okay then. But like,
I giggle. I'm like, no, I'm just messing with you. I'm a warlock.
you're a warlock too?
Yeah, the best class around. What class are you?
I'm a paladin and a warlock.
Ooh, nice. Judging off the menacing aura your weapon's giving off, I'm gonna assume with pack of blades.
No,
Really? Oh, what did you go with?
great machine.
Ah,
No, actually, he has not gone and picked one of those yet. Wait, no,
I thought I did.
which one
Yeah,
did
I've
you
got
pick?
Oath of Conquest Paladin and Great Machine Warlock.
I'm unfamiliar with that particular pact. What are the
Oh no,
mechanics?
you're also chain.
Oh.
Right. Back to chain. Yeah.
Yeah. Packet change is definitely the best in my opinion. But what's your so wait, you're a packet chain too? What's your go-to minion?
My go-to minion, just a little mechanical cat person, kind of looks like my patron sometimes.
Unorthodox. Mine is an imp. I call him Mr. Teeth.
Interesting.
hmm
Yeah, I call mine Little Mara.
Does your patron okay with that?
Eh, as long as my patron doesn't, as long as I don't have my little companion there, uh, you know, go out and do something wrong that goes against what my patron would be, you know, preferring. It's
So
fine.
so don't poorly represent what the minion is emulating. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Uh, mm.
But like
Uh,
if I told my minion to go and steal something, well, my patron would be mad and probably yell at me. So yeah, that's an example.
Well, you're lucky. I had to put in my contract with my minion not to steal or harm anyone intentionally.
Ah,
Yeah, so mine's the other way around.
ah,
Imps are often trouble,
I see.
but they do go invisible. They're perfect for investigations like my line of work.
Nice.
Indeed. So I turn back to the shop owner. Any progress?
It seems to be that only about 3 focus on what you're wanting.
All right. And do you have a ring that can cast magic missile?
No.
Dang. That would have been nice. It would augment nicely with my +1 to force damage I got from the last 10. All right. Tell me of these 3 other options.
So one's a necklace.
Uh-huh.
Then another is a ring.
Mm-hmm.
And then the final, if I can figure out where I saw it at. Oh, apparently it only says 2. I was incorrect on the third.
So the third is what?
There is no third.
The third was incorrectly stated. Like there was only 2, so you would only have said.
You could just
Said
say the third
ring
was
and
a
the
magic
necklace.
missile.
Yeah.
All right. So what effects do they have against force? Like increased range, increased damage? What are we talking?
Both of them are more damage based. Just depends on how far do you want to push things and how far are you actually want to, do.
Well, I mean, I assume these are pre-made, right? That we're not doing a custom. How much do they do in their stat?
In their what?
In their current state?
Eh, depends on which one you're asking about.
Well, I mean, they're both force multiplier or force enhancers. So, uh, both of them.
What do you mean by force enhancers?
In the sense that they enhance force damage.
I never said that.
I'm pretty sure you did, but okay. What do they
No,
do then?
no. What he said was that as far as like the effects of force damage, he said.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do they do then?
Well, one, if I recall correctly, uh, it essentially will push things 5 feet. And it also seems to pack a little bit of punch, and don't know fully about how much of that it is.
That
Then
sounds
the
useful.
other, it can do a very big punch, especially if you can catch somebody off guard. Uh,
Ah,
it is also very good for escapes should you need it.
so that last one, it increases force damage if I catch the opponent unawares.
No, it doesn't increase the damage. It just goes in and essentially can catch somebody unaware because they might not know that you have it. Uh, and like it's basically a lot better of a chase thing than like a
So wait,
normal.
what does it do then? As I'm having a hard time picturing it.
Uh, for example, one thing it creates a space that you can't really go through. So
Oh, so it's a
obviously in
barrier
chase
type.
it will be useful because like throw it behind you and then like for a minute nobody can pass through that space.
That barrier types are bread and butter of casters in general. How much are they?
Hmm. Uh, I know I looked it up earlier, but I no, I'm forgetting on how much it is. Is I know that there's a little bit of a thing with it. Just hmm. Um. There it is. I think that's the one that I wanted to go for. Oh, there it is. So each one, um, well, the necklace is about 2,000 gold.
Mm-hmm.
As for the other one, um, uh, yeah, the other one is 4,000 gold.
The one that adds knockback and a small amount of damage.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And how much gold do I have again? Like I said, I don't have access to my character. Check.
Uh,
And this is with the additional loot that I got from the other characters.
and then minus the 20 and the 1,000 from earlier, right?
Yeah, minus the 20 and the 1,000 from earlier.
So that would be down to 11,022.
Yeah, I purchased them both.
Oh, sorry. It's 1,122. Sorry.
Oh, dang it! That's significantly less than 11,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Dang it! I should have checked here first. Anyway, I gesture to how much gold I have left. Anyway, I could talk down that asking price for the 2001.
Mm, uh, name your price.
Uh, let's see. You said I had 1,000 what?
122.
1,122.
Yeah.
So, let's say 1,000 is what I currently have. Do you have any additional tasks or quests that need doing that are within the immediate vicinity of the town?
Hmm. So basically, you're just wanting to see if there's like
A way to pay for it through work rather than gold, since my gold is insufficient.
Fair enough. Hmm. Trying to think of if there would be something that a magic item person would need.
The main thing
I'm just
magic item
gonna
person needs is gems, rubies, and other foci to help them with their craft.
I'm gonna look around and see if like is the shop dusty at all?
No, the shop is relatively clean.
Okay. Is there anything out of place that could be like fixed for our goblin? Not goblin. I keep saying goblin.
I have been
Sorry.
acting a little malicious.
Sorry.
That's fine. It's fine. Don't worry
Sorry.
about it.
Our
You basically wanted to know whether or not there's something that a loot goblin could pick up.
What? No, he was asking if there was anything to repair.
yes, for crafter's character to repair, to be able to repair.
That is true. We
No,
do have a few
something like that.
artisans.
Something like that,
Hmm.
because that could work too.
True. He does. Wait, for some reason he doesn't have mending. I thought he did. Hmm.
Let me see if I do. I don't think I do, but it's worth a check. No,
I
don't think
do-
Richard does.
I do have
no, I
Mage
don't.
Hand, but I feel like that would be better for mundane things rather than something that would be worth that sum of gold.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll be
Although it
real.
would
None of you have mending.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, tools that fix things could work too. You know, if anybody's got a set of tools they're proficient in and that can fix things.
That's why
That
I was going
works
for
too.
more the mercenary route, because if there's like a small cave just outside town that's full of gems but has monster infestations, we could handle that no problem.
Fair enough, yeah.
I'm just
But the
gonna
thing
look
is,
at
like, if there's also like a dangerous area, like odds are the dragon probably would be doing things with it. I'll be real.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it would obviously would. I mean, if it's something that belongs to the dragon will have signage and other stuff. Don't enter here at punishment of death or something like that. If it's just a cave with a bunch of monsters in it, there won't be any warnings like that.
Fair enough,
Hmm.
yeah.
In a perfect world, yes.
I mean, that's one of the advantages of civilized monsters running a town is that they'll use the methods that the common person would be able to follow.
Okay. And how many people follow those rules?
That's just it. It's never 100%, and as a result, there's constant food for the dragon.
I'm just gonna have my character turn to crafters and be like, you know what? I like you. You've got a fun way of thinking.
I appreciate that. I am an investigator for a reason. I tip my non-existent hat.
I extend a claw to him in friendship. He probably just grabs one of my claws and
I try to reach it, but it's a little too high. You're gonna have to lift a bit.
I just kneel down with one claw extended because I can't just give him my entire like one particular talon on my entire hand of claw is extended in friendship because I know that he won't be able to grab my entire claw.
And I'm like, oh wait, I got this. Mage hand. An ethereal hand pops up and it shakes it. It's the only
Unfortunately,
way
I've
to
already
read.
given you inspiration, so I can't give it to you again.
Don't we have like an inspiration pool? Like we could save up to 4,
No,
like in
the
net
DM
share.
inspiration only gives you one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have it or you don't.
All right, all
If
right.
I'm trying to give it to you and you already have it, then it's like there's nothing really that I can do. But yeah, after a while, he goes and says, "Well, one of my suppliers, if I recall correctly, I did go and notice something pop up in an area that was close to where they were. Uh, I think that they're somewhat concerned about trying to go and find anything in there. So um if you can identify like what's there for my supplier, and then also like I gather up some other assorted gems. And I believe that there's a sapphire one not too far from here, and an emerald not too far from that. So a few emeralds, that one piece of information about that weird set of structures, and then like a few sapphires, and I suppose I could call it even for that.
Very well. So just to be clear, this is both an information and resource gathering mission, correct?
Correct.
All right. All right. Give me the precise heading and landmarks, and I'll be on my way. That being said, just a small bit of advice, my good sir. I lean in conspiratorially and say, "Don't trust the priest."
What? Why?
Heimlich.
Ah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
is that
still
like a
on the
dragon?
peaceful. Well, I was going to ask the dragon about it, but the dragon's not in a good mood, so I got to wait until then. So this is just to make sure he stays safe. If Heimlich kills the quest giver, I can't get my reward. So this is just to keep him alive.
They also go and say like, uh, you do realize the dragon's usually in bad mood, right?
I didn't say anything about a dragon. I said just don't trust the priest.
Oh, I thought you said like well yeah, like the priest actually did. I was like the person here did actually ask you if Hyman was a dragon.
I'm sorry, what was that? I missed it.
Yeah, like the shopkeeper did ask if Heimlich was a dragon.
Uh, the shopkeeper did.
Yeah.
And what did he say? I don't know. This is new information to me.
No, he was asking if Heimlich was a dragon.
Yeah, and what was the answer?
No, he
No.
was asking you if Heimlich was a dragon.
I have no
Yeah.
idea. It might be.
Uh,
Suffice to say, I don't even know the guy's name. I just go by the MO of Heimlich because of his method.
okay.
So the only thing I know by is that the people that are dying from priests. So I say don't trust the priest.
Oh. I assumed you were talking about the dragons over there.
Nah, I don't know who they are. And besides that, they don't look like priests.
He goes and looks over at you. It's like, you know what? Fair enough, including with her.
To be fair enough, what?
I said fair enough, including with her.
Hmm. Well, I've actually never seen the strong and powerful, I say out loud to dragon who owns this town, but I doubt that they're the person in question.
Who knows what else they're up to, though.
Regardless, stay safe. I want to make sure that your business is prosperous so that we both succeed in this endeavor.
Indeed. And I also will hopefully make sure that this place does not look run down and nothing else.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys need anything in here before we go?
I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna ask the shopkeep. Do you have any special weapons, specifically longswords? Like anything?
I feel like that would be in
no.
the armor shop to the south that we came from.
Unless you're talking about like a specific like thing.
Oh wait. Oh
And by
wait. I only have
technicality, you
300.
do have like what, 2 long swords?
Yes, they're not anything special. They're just longswords.
No.
I look at them and I'm all like, they are quite long.
Oh.
Especially to you. Yes.
Yes.
But no. Oh wait. I've got Sword of Vengeance. That's right. I forgot about that.
What type of vengeance? Sort of.
My character just goes, about a 50% there.
Mm.
You'll have to workshop it, but it's good.
Yep.
Nah.
They all can't be winners.
Yeah, they all can't be, but can't all be. Comedy's a difficult thing, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Mm.
But
All right.
yeah.
There's only one more building we haven't visited left in town, but I think we should save that one for when we have the team. So, and the time
I'll be
between
real.
this
There's
session
not really anything important there. Like, you guys can visit it.
okay, then between this session and the next session, we go do the thing.
No, I'm literally meaning like you guys can literally visit there, and probably not much would change between like this session and the next.
Well, it's just that I gotta watch my front. My groceries are about to Walmart, so I kind of got to call it here. Unless there's something that we can do in the next 5 minutes.
Because I'll be real, like you'll figure out once you get into it that the only other place you guys haven't visited is the clothing store. To be fair, I think Mara technically told you guys that was a clothing store too.
Hmm. Yeah, but I don't believe that Mara character. I think that's just a ruse. It's actually a front for their underground sweatshop. How else can they sell swimsuits at such low prices?
Have you heard of the "We Hate Our Boss" mega sale at the car?
That's
shop?
only for car dealerships.
Oh no!
Well, I mean, we're at the beach. What
But
is
the
a
concept? The concept is what I'm talking about.
The We
It's
Hate
a
Our
bit-
Las Vegas sales only happen with cars specifically because I usually forget about me changing up about how much things are worth.
Well,
So
I mean,
therefore, it's
even
like-
more so. Like maybe the sweatshop owner is a really dirty old man and likes seeing wardrobe malfunctions on the beach.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly. He's that kind of car salesman. I mean, they sell broken down cars that break down like 60 minutes after purchase. There's the same mechanics might apply.
uh,
Oh god! Just be like, oh god, dang it! I just bought these.
Sounds like you need another.
Meanwhile, the guy who sold it to him. Good.
Yes, with steepled fingers, looking all menacing.
Precisely. I gotta mute for a second.
Mhm.
oh dear.
All right, but yeah, as I said, I gotta watch. Is there anything that we can in the next 5 minutes, or do you want to call it here?
Unless you guys want to buy clothes or something. No, not really.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, if you don't want, if you don't have any clothes you want to buy, then basically here's the session being done. Cause yeah.
Well, actually, how much is a sun hat?
That probably would be like 1 gold.
Okay, 1 sun hat. There, I'm good.
I'll be sure to add in this sun hat for that 1 gold.
Yeah, it's to help from weather intense sun conditions.
Yeah, I'm not gonna guarantee that I'll add it to your actual model there.
Don't
But-
worry, it's fine. I'll know I have it.
Yeah, it's in your inventory.
Yeah.
And I'll also see about finding like images for these shopkeepers or something. That way, like at least you see them because you know that. you would be right there where the shopkeepers are.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Anything you
What
wanted
were
to
you-
do at the clothing store before you end? Or before we end?
I got a sun hat.
Yeah, he's got to sign up, but that's about it.
And we also found out that the workers at the sweatshop are all imps.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do something hilarious.
What?
Since I don't have a swimming speed, do they have scuba flippers?
You know what? They might.
Do they have stat effects?
I don't think they do, but it would still help me swim somewhat.
They have normal of those, yes.
Okay.
They have normal scuba gear. For whatever reason.
How much?
Is that actually...
By the way, I find it funny how I have no swim speed, yet I have hold breath.
Yes, exactly.
I can hold my breath for up to an hour. What would I need to for? Besides, like, I don't know, a poison cloud or something like that. I don't know. What would the point be? If I can't swim?
I feel like if you could do like the like the trope of the individual walking along the ocean bottom, so you could just hold your breath while walking across rivers and stuff.
I can see that too. Just be like, hey, wait a minute, I gotta go cross this river. Oh, you don't swim. Just watch.
You could also do a pretty good job of wreck salvaging in like lake beds.
Yeah. As long as it's not too deep, because remember, I'd have an hour to get there and back.
Yep, or a really long tube.
God. Yes, make me breathe through a very small but very long tube.
Mm-hmm. Or I
What
guess
could go wrong?
I think Mage Bubble would also work, but I think it would have to be aquatic specific.
I mean, technically, if you're wanting, like, a cap or something like that, there is, like, a cap of, like, air breather or something like that.
Ah. But anyway, so how much is this scuba gear? I'm just picturing a turtle wearing scuba gear.
It's probably, like, 100 gold because it's, like, a magic item or something like that.
Okay, I will say that I'm gonna say Speedy bought scuba suit and scuba gear. So yeah. Oh wait, it would be I've got
Yeah, it'd be down to
295 gold now.
$395 for the scuba gear.
Yeah, I've paid the 100. I say, here you go. Now I can swim.
Yes. As he also has a Sword of Vengeance and several potions of great healing, several crossbow bolts, and a
And scuba
scroll.
gear.
Oh,
And
and
now
then he
scuba
also has
gear.
a heavy crossbow
Yes.
and a great sword.
And now yes,
And a
and
hand axe.
now
And for some reason,
What
chain,
don't I-
despite the fact he can't wear armor.
what don't I have?
A trainer. And then he could say, "Yes, my tortoise has evolved into a sea turtle."
No, I can hear the music now. Dun 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 dun.
Yep.
No, you're missing you're missing ninja gear and a rat.
Hmm. Oh, I guess the trainer could be a rat, like a ratkin or something.
Oh my god.
Oh, dear.
Although that would explain why you would need to live in the sewers. Most people do not like ratkin.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear. And apparently,
and then I
I'm
have
going
to-
to need to make 2 towns for next week or so.
Yeah. And then I'd also have to learn how to enjoy pizza and yell cowabunga, dude.
Yeah.
We are at a beach. It's on brand.
By the way, for reference, high sapphire
Yeah.
thing referred to.
Right.
Oh, hello.
It's actually
Oh,
quite
hi,
cold
Hobbs.
for a fire.
Why is Hops there? He's dead.
Because we have not gone to that map yet, so therefore he's going to be removed from that map later on because he's not supposed to be there. Technically, nobody on that map is supposed to be there. Besides the bartender and Mara. And the GM later, also Crib, is supposed to be there. But yeah. Like, most people there are not supposed to be there.
Fair. I still think it's funny that I'm now a turtle wearing scuba gear when I go in the water.
All right, it's been fun, guys. I gotta go watch the front door. Thanks for inviting me. I will see you next
Have a
week.
good day.
All
Have a
right,
good day.
take care,
Bye.
Crafter.
Yep.
Take care.
Bye, Carter.